Hey guys, how's it going? DUJ2 here, and to welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. Okay, something is coming tonight that is gonna change a lot of what's happening in the game. So this tweet just dropped. A new mechanic arrives tonight at midnight with this trait medal deal. Get a trait medal number 1. What? Get a trait medal number 1 within 5 draws from this deal to give an illustrated KH Rico EX a trait. Check the notice for all the details on this new type of medal. Okay, so it kind of feels like this may have been a translation, kind of not come out perfectly, I think. I don't know what is this medal just going to be called number 1 medal? I don't know. Okay, so in Japan, these were called awakening medals. If you want to see, if you guys want to see, oh, that's why. Okay, if you guys want to see how this happened or how this works, I'm going to leave a link down below in the description to DHE's video. So you guys know DHE, she plays the JP version of the game. She actually has a video explaining how the awakening medals work for them. And DHE just told me that in JP Land, they had 4 trait medals come out at the same time. So it's very possible right now we're going to see 4 banners, because this is just number 1, that are going to come out. And what these medals essentially do is they give you traits on a medal. They don't give you the medal though, so be very careful with that. When these come out, please don't think, oh, I'm going to pull for these 5 times and get the medal. You're not going to be able to use it, okay? You still have to have the base medal. So like, let's say for example tonight a banner comes out that is for the Terra, FFRK Terra, right? And it says this, it says trait medal for them. I can't believe they found a way to sell us traits. We were wondering about that. We were wondering about it for a long time, if they were going to sell us traits or not. But anyway, so what you can do with this medal is, if you have the base medal, if you already pulled the real medal, you can take this medal, put it into the other medal, and it's going to roll a trait for it. That's why these are easier to get. That's why this one you can get within 5 draws. Now this is going to come to do something really, really interesting in the game. This is going to make the game completely radically change for people who want to compete with people who pull a lot. Yes, you're right. This is not a falling price deal. This is not a falling price deal. This means that, let's say you were really lucky and you pulled Illustrated KH Riku EX, okay? If you pull from these ones, you're going to be able to get traits on those medals technically faster. I don't know if these banners cost the same in JP as the regular banners, but it looks from there that this is going to be a 10 medal deal, so it's very potentially that these are going to cost 3,000 jewels. Oh yeah, so it's very possible these are going to cost 3,000 jewels, and from what DHE is telling me over here, it was possible to get Illustrated Riku EX, but only the Awakening medal is guaranteed. So it's still more RNG. So basically, this is RNG. This is more RNG on top of RNG. Okay, because remember, you might pull several of these, and you might just get defense traits. You might get any other trait. But these are going to be slightly easier to get, or they might even have a higher chance to get than the actual medal, which if you have the actual medal and you get this medal, you're gonna get traits. And if you get the great traits, if you get double cast, if you get air, if you get ground, if you get raids, you are going to be incredibly powerful in this game. So just like traits, it's another, it's, of course it's still traits, it's another mechanic, it's another RNG on top of everything else. It's something that's just going to come to add even more of that, of a extreme happiness or horrible disappointment. And that's the thing, guys, that's the thing about this game at this point. I mean, you could have luck, and you could pull 5 times, get one of these medals and get the real Riku, and at the same time pull 2 or 3 premiums in your pulls, each pull. And in 5 pulls, you'll have like what everyone would dream of. Or you could do what's going to be the case for a lot of other people, and you're going to pull 5 times. You're just going to get this one medal, and then your other guaranteed tier 6 medals are going to be, you know. So that's just the thing, guys. That's just the thing about the RNG in this game. You have no idea what you're going into or what could possibly happen. I've been talking with some people who, I talked with someone who pulled 21 times from the current Riku banner and got 4 Rikus. I talked with someone who pulled 5 times and got 3 Rikus. One of them, on their second pull, he got 2 in the same pull. I've talked to people who pulled the full 15 times, got 1 Riku, and their other pulls were not medals that they're going to be using. You know, they weren't the really good medals that we are trying to use right now. Like I said, I was talking about this before this video, actually. The Super Debut banner medals, which I know I constantly talk, sorry about that, I constantly talk about the Super Debut banner medals, but please understand that the Super Debut banner medals are very quickly, they're close to becoming not as relevant, because there's going to be other in the middle of the pack medals, you know, like good medals that you can always get, that are always in the prize pool, and sorry, in the pull pool. EX medals obviously are not always in the pull pool, so you can only pull those when they're around. But unless you're willing to spend a lot of money, or unless you have a lot of luck, you're not going to get a lot of the EX medals. Of course, if you have EX medals with multiple traits, like for example, someone out there I know has AC Nominate 2.0, sorry, KH, what's is Nominate, I forget, Namibe 2.0. You guys know the one, you know, she's drawing what she's drawing. There's someone out there with a boosted one with 4 raid traits. Okay, I mean, godly metal, incredibly godly metal. I don't know how much it cost him to pull that much. You know, I have no idea how much it cost him to pull that much. So when we look at that, when we look at how the game operates, you need to understand, and this is something very important that I always try and communicate with you guys, luck has so much to do in this game. You may have pulled, you know, you may have been super lucky. You may have pulled once or twice and you got this illustrated KH Riku EX. Please understand that you are not going to be able to compete with the person who is willing to spend and has the financial capacity to pull 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 times. And they are going to have a boosted illustrated KH Riku with double casting ground and air. And they're going to have one with triple raids. And they're going to have one with, I don't know what else. So that's the thing. I mean, and that's something that, you know, it's also the matter that you may pull 20 times or you may pull 15 times and just get one, you know? So that's the thing about that, you know, that's the thing about, you know, about how this is going, you know. And it's not a bad thing. Again, it's not a bad thing. Square Enix is a business. That's the whole thing, you know. They're running a business, they're trying to make money. That's just how it is. But when we see something like this, it can be very, very like, oh wow, this is so cool because I get a chance to, you know, roll a trait on my medal. Or it can be like, oh wow, I'm going to pull Well, let's say for this here, you're not guaranteed getting illustrated KH Riku EX, or say the original one, in this banner. You could pull from this banner, let's say 50 times, have 10 of these medals. Now we're getting into DUJ2 territory here. You could have 10 of these medals, roll 10 times, and never get double cast. You guys saw that video. That video's out there. I did that video where I pulled from the newcomer deal and I got a nominate 11 times. I rolled traits 11 times on different medals and I never got the blessed double cast on a copy medal. So it's possible, guys. It's very possible. It's all about RNG in this game. So something like this coming into the game, I'm not trying to say that it's a money grab or something like that, because it's not a money grab if you don't give them your money. That's kind of the whole thing, you know. You're not going to lose your jewels if you don't give your jewels. I mean, no one's forcing me to hit the, you know, spend jewel button right now. It's a matter of what you want to do and how you want to play the game. And actually, there was someone talking in the stream earlier, and I actually want to do a video soon, because someone came in and said, what medals are the good medals to get in the current banner? And it really kind of stuck me up for a second, because I was like, wow, like let's say you're a brand new player, like this person is I don't even know what's their name again. I gotta thank them. I gotta thank them, because they really did blow my mind. They really did blow my mind. And oh my goodness, there's been so many talk and comment. Also, I can't even find out what their name is. There's been so many comments. Let's see, where are they? Oh, there you go. Forever Bew. So Forever came in, and he asked about that, or she, I'm sorry, and I was like, you know what? I don't know, because there is so much in the game right now that you could potentially get, and if you're a brand new player to the game, you could get a couple of medals that are gonna carry you into the game for quite a while, or who knows? I mean, there's just so much. There's just so much right now in the game. So I do kind of want to talk about that soon. Maybe do a video, you know, kind of like a guide if you're a brand new player. You know, it's just gonna be me and, you know, Lil Burr holding up signs saying, "Run, get away, leave as far as possible." You know. So it's, you know, it's just a matter of I'm kidding, by the way. It's just a matter of how we approach the game going forward, you know. And I know there's people saying, you know, like, this isn't, you know, this not fair, or there's like, you know, or different things like that. And I don't know. Yeah, I mean, wow, there's so much you can do. Okay, so you guys have to go watch Miss DHE's video. She's giving me a bunch of information here that I had no idea. She's saying you can equip this copy medal and share in your pet slot. Wow. You can equip it in your pet slot and you can share it. She's saying that it was 3,000 jewels. She also said that you did have the chance to get it and get the other one, or you could get the regular one in the polls. We don't know yet. We don't know how that's going to be for us. You know, we don't know how that's going to be for our game. And at the same time too, you know, it's something like this, guys. Something like this coming to the game. It is definitely a new mechanic, and it could be an incredibly positive mechanics for some people, or it could be completely horrible for others. Like someone said, I just saw a comment. Someone said, spend $100 to get a poison trait. yeah. Or, you know, actually that's a perfect way of looking at it. Spend $100 to get a poison trait, or spend $100 to get double cast. Just think of it that way. You're still spending $100. I don't know. I mean, I kind of feel like, and I'm gonna say this again one more time, I'm very happy actually that I didn't spend money on jewels. I don't want to spend money on jewels anymore in this game. Right now I'm back to 20,000 jewels. Apart from the VIP, yes, I do know I spend the money on VIP. I buy VIP every single week. But you know what? I'm happy. I'm happy, guys. I'm happy not spending money in this game. If I get a medal on my lucky pull, great. If I save and wait for a banner that's going to be really, really awesome, then great as well. If I spend all my jewels right now trying to get the double cast on the copy medal and I still don't get it, well, that's great too. I'm going to say, guys, honestly, that just because of where we are in the game right now and how we've gone, and this is the last thing I'm going to say about this, because I'm kind of actually having a lot of realizations here right now, like in my brain. That's why I haven't been pulling. That's honestly why I have been pulling from many banners. Like, I got Terra, and Terra was amazing, and she did so much for my game. But I can't possibly compete with the people who were pulling 4, 5, 6 Terras. And there were a lot of people out there who did that. If I pull from this banner and, you know, and I spend 15, not this one that we see on the screen right now, but this one. If I pull from this banner right now, and it takes me 15 turns to get the medal, there's no way that I can possibly even begin to compete with the people who have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them, 10 of them. I saw someone with 10 of them. So you know what? I'm not going to try to. I'm just not going to try to. I'm going to keep doing my lucky pulls, guys. You never know. Lightning might strike again. But apart from that, yeah, I think I'm just going to kind of focus on pulling where I want to pull. And pulling for, ever since the Super Debut banner, you know? Ever since the Super Debut banner, that's kind of been the change. And I know, I've talked about this with Proper, actually. So many people gave me so much of a hard time for not pulling in the debut banners. You guys remember the first and second debut banner? So many people told me that I was being so not smart and that I wouldn't be able to progress in the game. And they were right. I needed those medals. I did need those medals. But then the Super Debut banner came and I spent way less than I would have pulling in the regular debut banners, and I got everything. I got everything I wanted and more. And now I have such awesome medals, you know? So the time to pull is definitely when you get a really good opportunity. Like I'm not gonna lie, the heavy hitter deal keeps looking me in the eye, and it keeps telling me you want to pull for me, and I kind of do. And let me say this: if I had a double cast copy medal already, yeah, I'd be pulling from that right now. I would love to be able to trade a couple of those medals, and because I know that I would use them. But I don't have a copy medal yet. So that's kind of where I know a lot of times I say this to you guys. You know your game better than anyone else. You should know your game better than anyone else. If you've been playing the game, if you've been playing as long as a lot of us have, if you've been putting hours and hours and hours into this game, you know your medals, you know your keyblades, you know what you need. Just because some guy on the internet here tells you you've got to pull for this, you have to have this. Don't listen to them, you know? You know what you need. You know what your game needs. Like right now, I know what I need, and I need a copycat medal. I need a copycat medal with double cast because I need it. That's what my game needs. So people coming and saying you've got to pull from this because you need it, you know, it's kind of like I'm not going to build a second floor on my house when I haven't finished one of the walls. You know? Proper. Proper's trying. I don't have a chat on screen right now, but Proper's trying to give me all sorts of flack. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it there, guys, because I've already talked too much and I ranted too much. If you guys want to know how do I like this, I don't know. Personally, for me, I really don't think it's gonna affect me that much. I do like the fact that tier 6s are guaranteed in these. That's not bad. I don't like the fact that this is probably going to be a 3,000 pull. It should have been like a falling price deal as well. But you never know. Maybe I'll pull once and get it. Maybe I'll pull once and get this one and the other one. Anniversary is coming. It is coming. But if Black Friday, if they're gonna pull the same thing they pulled on us on Black Friday, then we may not get such great stuff on anniversary. Anyway, if you guys remember, like, even remember anniversary, just the first initial like wow, we got to take a step back and take a look at what else we're getting. Anyway, thank you very much, guys, for watching. As always, I am DUJ2. I'm going to keep pushing Coliseum because that's what I've been doing today a little bit. I'm also need to do that, the time attack boss thingy that people say I'm going to cry about. I probably will. But thank you very much, guys. Don't forget to go check out DHE's video if you want to see these Awakening medals or trait medals in action. And I'll see you guys next time. See ya.